We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sizzling Scottsdale, Arizona.
Today, Jill and I talk about the pros and cons of leveraging time, your time, versus money. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. And if you're already a member, join us on Discord. Seriously, join us on Discord.
Okay, in case you can't tell, he's got a little bit of a thing for this Discord. It's a little unhealthy. There's no money involved. It takes a lot of time on his part. Just kidding. You love it.
Really, Clubhouse?
It's I was waiting for that. We each have our new favorites. Isn't that hilarious? I'm like, all right, you represent us on Discord. You just have a blast. Let me know if there's anything interesting. And I'll take the Clubhouse thing. And that's fun. So it's perfect.
It's funny you bring up unhealthy because somebody said, it turned into this huge thing. Somebody said, I listened to X while I'm scrubbing data. And I said, and it just became a whole thing. It unraveled about what people listen to and all their unhealthy, weird habits about how they crunch data to get it ready for a mailer and when they do it and where they do it in their house. Like I listened to Tool, the band Tool, extremely loud when no one else is around while I'm scrubbing data. And everyone's like, you think that's weird, then fill in the blank.
That's hilarious.
And it became this thing like, we are not healthy, normal people.
That's true.
We're all like these weird data people that's what I love about Discord. And no one's afraid of that. We're all like serious geeks is what it is.
Yeah. It's a support group. That's it. If you're struggling to find friends because you are weird too, you can find them in Discord and you can all just have a great time together. Mom, I have friends. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's like this age. This is our video game.
It is. Yeah.
And all the kids get on the line.
They're playing with the thing and then they're talking. This is your version of you're doing that and while you're scrubbing data.
That's great.
This is hilarious. The grown-up version of gaming with your friends. All right. Back to the question. Daniel wrote, I'm in negotiations with a seller for a $1 million acquisition price for a bulk purchase of multiple properties. I need help pricing from a local realtor, but I'm hesitant to give them all the information since I do not yet have a signed purchase agreement. Is this something you'd be cautious with? Yeah, I would. Totally.
Whatever you say, I'm going to agree with you on this.
Get a signed purchase agreement. There's no reason.
Jill has and correctly so, has a peeve about not signed purchase agreements. Talking about, and you're not doing anything wrong in any way here, Daniel. It's a good question. Jill likes signed purchase agreements.
Well, for two reasons. Here's reason number one. So Daniel, you're going to sleep better. I would even take it so far if you're really worried, like take the signed purchase agreement, give it to an escrow agent and say, give me an escrow number. And even though we can all change our minds, I just want to have a number that it's like started the process because that's good faith.
This is
moving forward.
Extremely important what she's saying,
right?
In my opinion.
And as far as an agent's involved, you're in escrow. It's like hands off kind of thing. Even though all you have is a number and nobody's done anything, that's all I care about. And then number two is I don't want you to spend so much time on this. That's my thing with the signed purchase agreement too. We have a few minutes. Like right now, I'm even a little more flexible now. It used to be, I don't even look at it. I don't care about it until someone has a signed purchase agreement. Then I'll pay attention. But right now, what we're doing is so special and unique, and we're that I'm getting a little bit involved. Like I'm doing a little bit of a due diligence ahead of time, even so much as running by him. I'll even say, "Here's the scoop. I really think I can make this happen at this number before I even go in and really work on it. Is it worth my time?
We have a new thing going on, dynamic between us. It's new with this mailer. And I think it grew out of the fact that we're doing more deals now than we ever have. Jill and I are more involved in buying and selling land. All these education companies have kicked in. We finally have this. It took 5 years, but we got the right people in place.
Right.
That are running it. So all we really kind of have to do with the education companies is provide the content, like recording the show. So it has given us it has allowed us now to really step up buying and selling land, which is what we both love to do. So she now, never before have she done this. She comes in and sits to my office and says, look, this deal just came in. Here's the APN. Here's the county. I don't want to spend any time on it. I'm not even going to call this person back. I'm going to, until you say the purchase price on the agreement works, and the area, these areas that we're buying these properties in, I've been there and I'm very familiar with the areas, and so I know even like 1 mile from the center of the county,
right?
1 mile east is awesome. 1 mile west, we don't want it,
right?
And so she's relying on me to. It's working out really well. She doesn't waste any time.
No, it's like, hey, just give me your quick overview. Do you want me to even go forward on this one? He'll be like, nope, don't want it at any price. Who cares? This doesn't work.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's like it's zoning. It might come back that it was not zoned the way we thought it was,
That's right.
And that doesn't work for us. Maybe it's too small for what we're trying to do. I don't know how that got in there, kind of thing. Oops, we don't want that.
Or access.
Yeah. Or the famous access. Like, yep, this would be okay if you could get to it. So not doing it.
There's a lot of roadblocks around the county that we're the 2 counties that we're working right now, and I know where they are because I've been there. And so these barricades that these owners put up, you can get around it. It's a topic that comes up, but we don't want to. Right. We're getting so many deals back in these areas that we don't need to put up with anything unless it's like a smoking deal. We don't do it.
Right. Exactly. This actually goes in. So, all right. So I hope that answered your question, Daniel. I want you to be cautious. I want you to have that. Again, I want you to have the purchase agreement before you spend too much time on it. I want you to have that price that you feel good about. Because the guy might say $1 million today, right? You go down this path, spend a week with an agent, you're staring at the spreadsheet, you're looking at all the properties, trying to assign the value, what you think makes sense. And he goes, second thought, I think it's worth $2 million. And now you're done. You're like, well, I wish you would have said that a week ago because I wouldn't have done any of this work.
And that will happen.
Yeah. That's
because they talk to their husband or whatever.
Exactly.
Today's topic, the pros and cons of leveraging time versus money. This is the meat of the show.
That is exactly what we do. Is like right now with these deals like we just talked about.
Chances are you have one or the other. You have a lot of time or a lot of money. We have a lot of money. And so time is a huge issue with Jill and I, constantly an issue about what should we do? When should we do fill in the blank? Should we take on this new product? Should we teach a new class? Should we send a new mailer out? So it's never, we are trying to find creative ways of leveraging our time. One of the ways that we leverage our money, and it's very, very effective, is deal funding. It takes very little effort for Jill and I to say, this property is great. This member is great. And we would love to do a deal with them, and we can't write the check fast enough to get it to escrow. We can do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of deal funding properties at a single time, and it doesn't affect anything. It doesn't take that much time for us to do that, and we have the money to do it. So it's whatever, if you're brand new, hopefully you've got a ton of time and no money, because that's who we do deal funding with. So you just have to be conscious of this. This is the reason I actually chose this topic. It didn't come from our staff like it usually does. You just have to really think about this for a second. Which one do you want to do? If you ask anybody who's in private equity professionally as a job or a career, that's all private equity is taking money. They're the middle person. They take people who have tons and tons of money, and they match it with the people who have companies that are awesome, entrepreneurs. And so they're leveraging other people's time. They're leveraging other people's money to apply it to, So I don't know if you have anything to say about this.
I do. I have 2 notes.
Yeah.
First thing I wrote was, are you nuts to even question this?
You mean me?
No.
Yes, I am nuts.
No, just anyone who's not sure about leveraging time versus money. Like, what's the exact topic? Excuse me here. The pros and cons. What's there? There's nothing but, positives about really paying attention to your time and your money. Here's the point. If you can't use money to leverage your time, if this is making sense, let me know if I need to reword this.
No, this is perfect.
You're never going to grow. You're never going to expand.
Mm-hmm.
You have
That's
to
right.
use money to, like the Neighbor Scoop, the $75, whatever it costs a month, I don't even know, for Neighbor Scoop. If I were me 10 years ago, not kidding, I would have spent $500 a month for Neighbor Scoop.
Me too.
Totally would have. I remember when we first got RealQuest Pro, and it was like $250 a month for us to have nationwide access, just for you and me. That's what we spent ourselves. And it was a no-brainer.
Oh, there's no question.
It was like, I don't care. It was nationwide access for $250, done and done.
Yeah.
That I couldn't do it fast enough. I know there's no way to do it. But otherwise, am I going to save $250 going county by county and writing? By the way, sometimes this county data is not free also. And it's not even $35. It might be $150 and take you 10 days for the right person to go and pull it. And then they send it to you, however they send it to you. It's crazy. So it was just it's so important to make conscious, good decisions. Obviously, don't just go writing checks and sign up for every possible software solution that's out there. And that's why you're here, I'm sure. Pick those good ones and it will pay off. I mean, like the example you just said, I can't tell you how much it saves me every day. 3 to 5, however many calls I'm dealing with a day that are coming in from potential sellers. And to sit there and go right away on the phone, look at Neighbor Scoop, and I have a yes and a no and a no and a yes. That's it. And then I take it to the next level. I wait for the purchase agreement to come back.
Yep.
And then we really take it seriously, and then we act on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing.
What's more efficient than that?
Exactly. So the volume of what we can do and the quality too. It's not even just the volume. It's I can make really good decisions because I have the tools. Like I can, with a click of a button, I take the whole property outline and I plop it into Google Earth Pro, and I'm looking at the whole thing. I'm checking the elevation. I'm seeing what's around there. We were talking about
how efficient is that?
Right. We were talking about the date timestamp on Google Earth the other day with somebody, and like we told the guy on one of our weekly calls, this gentleman selling the property said there was once a house there. Well, you can't see it now, but if you go back in time in Google Earth, you can see it. I said, you should show that picture when you sell this property. Put arrows showing here's where the house used to be. You can see it from this Google Earth image dated 1985 or whatever it is. It's so valuable. So anyway, I just think if you don't get this, I can't help you.
Well, no, it's just, the reason I'll say it again because it's really important. You just have to be conscious of which one or both and how you're using them.
Right.
It's a resource. So in the beginning of your career, regardless of your age, you're going to be leveraging time.
Yeah.
If you do everything right, let's say, maybe in 5 years, you will start to leverage money more than your time and kick your feet up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If you do it, and cheers to that, call us.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week. You can find us right here on the Land Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the Land Academy Show is called What Your Father Never Told You About Land Investing. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
Oh, this is the Jack Thursday.
This is Jack Thursday.
Oh, I'm just going to, speaking of kicking my feet up.
And Jill Friday is coming too.
I'm going to kick my feet up on this one tomorrow. If you need access to any sort of ownership or property details, including seller/owner phone numbers and FEMA flood map overlays, check out neighborscoop.com. Created by investors, that's us, for investors like you.
We are Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.